If you don't know by now that inflammation is the biggest killer on the planet and the cause of a lot of chronic diseases, then you really have not been paying attention. And as you get older, this gets worse, either because your body just doesn't cope with it as well, or because you're younger, it masks the effects of the thing that caused the inflammation. Either way, it's not very pleasant. One of the most notorious examples around is the very famous Jordan Peterson and his daughter Michaela. They both suffered with inflammation. His daughter especially in a big way, with an out of control autoimmune system. And they took some very extreme methods. And in the end, went on basically a lion diet. Jordan Peterson said, he tried things like chicken and so on, just to get rid of all the carbs and eat meat, but even that didn't particularly work. So he fed himself on ruminant-only food, which is quite extreme. But for him, if you listen to his story, it actually worked. Now, I would never suggest that, but I've been through my own journey over the last few years. I've suffered from, with pretty much all the symptoms from inflammation, and those symptoms are the subject of another video, but it is critical if you've got it, and as you get older, most people do, it's critical you address it because it will lead to chronic diseases. It will affect your way of life, and that will degrade, and that will affect other things, and it's a downward spiral. You must get hold of it. I've developed a lifestyle and a diet which has got rid of the vast majority. It does flare up occasionally, and I take things that most people will be aware of: ginger, turmeric. The way you take that is very important. One thing I've discovered recently, which really I think has sort of rounded the thing off for me, and that is pomegranate seeds. I knew that pomegranate was good for you. I buy pomegranate juice in the supermarket. It's a lot easier to swig it. It's thirst quenching. But the problem is the process of creating the juice actually gets rid of a lot of the benefits. So I now take the seeds and I buy them already de-hulled, if you like, in a supermarket, because I can't be bothered to buy a whole pomegranate and take it apart. Just haven't got the time or patience. And the question is, why are they such a superfood for us? So there's three things I want to highlight. The first is they're full of polyphenols. Now, polyphenols reduce oxidative stress in your body. That causes inflammation. So if you can get rid of that, then your inflammation will calm down. The second thing this does, it softens, it quietens down the inflammatory messengers. Now, these are little postmen that run around your body if you get injured or sick, and they will create the ability for your body to heal itself. The problem is, if they don't stop doing it, if they don't stop shouting fire, then they'll keep on going, and basically that will create to chronic inflammation. What the polyphenols do is they calm down, so those little messengers only really get called into action when you've got a specific acute injury or issue, as opposed to the situation being chronic. That's number one, polyphenols. So the second thing that they contain are something called anthocyanins, and this is really part of where the red pigment comes from, and it's the same family of compounds found in blueberries and indeed cherries, and they also calm an overactive immune system in the cells, and they also protect your blood vessels. Those two, the polyphenols, the anthocyanins, they actually work together. The third thing is the dietary fiber, and fiber in pomegranates does something quite miraculous. It basically feeds your gut microbiome, and that produces short chain fatty acids, and that very cleverly lowers inflammation throughout the entire body. So the problem is, if you drink the juice, it stripped away the fiber, so all those benefits I've just described actually don't occur. So I'm going to give another update on the pomegranate, but so far I've been taking it in its raw natural form for 2 or 3 weeks, and so far it's made a really big difference.